it's supposed to feel.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Madden 23 expansion draft only franchise here with the Brooklyn Bulls. And as we start this episode, I know I ended the last episode, pretty upset at the game, and I said I wasn't going to play the Ravens because of it, because I knew the Ravens would just make me even more upset. Well, it's a new day. All my angry feelings are gone, and so we will be playing the Ravens in this episode just because it is such a big game. Divisional opponents, two teams at the top of the standings. Let's just take a look at the standings to start this episode. You see the Raiders are currently the best team in the NFL and the conference. And then the other three division leaders, all sit at 9-4. So very, very tight race as to where the seating is going to end up. These last two episodes are going to be massive, obviously, and then the three wild card spots are all currently to our three division rivals. So a win here would be a massive boost for us. So I think it's pretty paramount that we play it. Another thing before we get into this slate of games is to preview the draft for another position. This one will be these skill positions. We've kind of previewed already a lot of the positions that I would consider drafting. We only have skill positions and linebackers left, and positions like quarterback as well as receiver and tight end. I'm just not really looking at those positions in this draft. I think we have both top end talent and depth at those positions to the point where I just don't think taking a pick would be wise in this draft. Maybe backup quarterback, but not really. The position that we do have a couple players is running back, and the guy that I'm confident is the best player in this class, and I'm confident is a generational player as well, is Mike Hendricks, 21 years old, 225 pounds, out of Oklahoma. Athleticism off the charts, size, age, and then skills: A truck, A stiff arm, A spin, A to B juke, A vision, A break tackle, B carry. Not a receiver, but he's a good enough runner that you give him 5-star skills even without his receiving ability. And then in the middle, in terms of injury and stamina, that injury, being C/D is actually one of the highest of the guys at the top of the draft we have, maybe even the highest. It's such an incredibly injury-prone draft we got this time around. So even though we don't really need running back, you get a guy that you're confident is generational, and everyone else is kind of injury prone, it kind of makes you lean towards taking it. Johnny Brittingham here doesn't have the top end speed of what I've been looking for. I've been looking for receiving back / elusive back. I think Johnny Brittingham is pretty good. In a draft class where there wasn't a generational player, I'd probably be considering him. Obviously, you don't love the F vision. That will really only come into play when we simulate games. As of course, I will be the one with the vision. You can debate by yourself what you think my ball carrier vision is as a user. But so those are the two players that we have for this draft deep dive. Let's get into the weekly strategy before we jump into this Ravens game. Stopping the run is paramount when you play the Ravens. I also think they're not very strong in their interior defensive line right now. So if we can just stop the run the ball, that's what we tried to do earlier this season against the Ravens, and it worked for us. So I want to try to repeat that success. It was a very frustrating win, as all the games that I played against the Ravens, pretty much. I think for maybe the first one were just incredibly frustrating. The first one probably was too. It was one of the few wins we got in season 1, so probably don't remember it being frustrating. But getting some upgrades out of the way here. Kurt Banks gets one. Love to get zone coverage up one more. We'll do field general though. Hopefully you can get that zone through. He does. He gets the speed as well. Man coverage, block, shed, 2 awareness. Just wanted to get zone coverage because that deep green looks really clean there with now 85 zone coverage. Needs to work a little bit more on block shedding. Strength he can't do much about. But he's really coming into his own now in his 3rd year in the league. Been a very consistently good linebacker for us this year, I would say. Dan Steinbach here. He's honestly, I mean, we'll talk about it, in depth when we get to the end of the season. He has been a pleasant surprise this year. I thought he would be a little bit better than Bowman, but I think he's actually been a lot of it better than Bowman. Jelani Graves, we'll continue to go field general with him. Zone coverage, play rec, block shed, cut. There we go. That's what you like to see. That's what you'd like to get some awareness, as much as I like it at 69, would like to get it higher. Duron Foot remains a starter with us, hopefully not for too much longer. But as it stands, he is still our starting safety. Derek Bowen is a starter for us along the offensive line. Get some power on him. Eli Palmer, thank goodness, is no longer a starter for us. At this point, let's just boost his overall, so maybe he can get a second contract with another team once his contract runs out with us. Dennis James, just trying to make him a little bit more of a well-rounded player. +3 block shit's really nice. That's almost up to the greens now. I don't need him to really be a finesse rusher, but if he can do a little bit more against the run, as he is a base 3-4 only player, I actually think he comes in dime too. So he's not in our true base, which is nickel, but he plays both dime and 3-4 for us. And one last thing I wanted to do, we kind of already looked at standings, but we only looked at the top. So we know that we have the 1st and 2nd round picks this year of the Green Bay Packers, who are currently 5-8 on the year. They just won their last game, but that puts them somewhere in like the 7 to 11 range in terms of picks right now. So even though we're winning, still have a chance to have a decently high enough pick. So maybe we could put ourselves in a position to draft the running back Hendricks. That's all I have prior to this Ravens game. So let's hop into it. Got a double away episode this time around. Love to get back and play in front of the home fans, but we'll have to wait until next episode before we get a chance to do that. Oh, playing this Ravens team, man. Hopefully it can be less annoying than it has been in times past. We can come in here and get a very much needed win. 2nd and 8 now. The give once again to Harris, and this time he's got plenty of space. Excellent blocking. Najee Harris past midfield to the 48. There was a gaping hole on that play. Get back into the game on 1st down. This time it's an option give. Lamar's got it. Downfield, jukes past one guy, gets it inside the 25. All rushes for Baltimore working early. Fullback remains here, even though they're a little bit more spread. And Najee Harris gets the carry again. Oh man, all our efforts to be better run defenders not showing up to start this game. 3rd and goal. Lamar on the run, tries to get Rashad Bateman, but Clayton Godfrey was all over him. The first time they passed on this drive was on 3rd and goal from the 6. Bulls will start their game on the ground with Rashad Grimes. Instant first down up to the 40-yard line. Looks like both teams can run the ball a little bit maybe in this game. Bunch formation on the left side. Fake the give. We got a man rolling out. Trying to hit. Lovelock downfield. He's got him. 2 quick plays of 15, and we're already in Baltimore territory. 3rd down and 3. Another very light box shown by the Ravens. We'll run on it. And we'll get close to the first with Lovelock. They're going to say he did not get it. We're going to rush to the line and run it again. Light box. Hopefully we can get the inches we need. We can. To the 29-yard line. Miles under center for 2nd and 2. Rolling out to his right. He's just going to take off and pick up the first down with his legs. Both teams very heavy on the ground to start the game. 2nd down now in the red zone. Fake the give. Miles rolling out. And, dude, just throw it away. There's no way he can't get that throwaway off. There's no shot he can't get that off. 3rd and 26 from the 33. Going deep for Coleman. Just needed to get deeper than that. I press up. It should be one where he has to run open and get it, but doesn't work. Forced to a field goal attempt. And Matias ties the game up. Should have taken the lead there. Full house here. On the 1st and 10 run, Harris gets knocked down to the ground by Kurt Banks. Way to go. Information on the right. 2nd down. Over the middle, Mark Andrews is wide open, trucking past the wrong foot and getting towards mid-field. 3rd down and 5. Lamar, he gets sacked by Caleb Richardson. Gets there from the edge. And we stop another Baltimore drive. This time they won't even be able to kick the field goal. Bowman into the game to start this next Brooklyn drive. And we get it quickly out to Deacon Burgess for a first down. This will be the last play of the first quarter. It is a give to Grimes. He gets past the first down. Almost looked like he had room to break something there. From midfield on 2nd down. Lovelock gets a carry, and he has first down yardage. The blocking was excellent there. Didn't get touched until he got the conversion. 3rd and 10, because this game does not allow you to hurry back to the line. It is so annoying. And we get sacked. On a free rush. Nice. Oh, well, that wasn't annoying at all. Baltimore backed up to the 6 to start this drive. Lamar going downfield is picked off by Jesse Byers. And we're going to get the ball back at the Baltimore 27. Rakeem McKinney forced the pressure, and Lamar under duress could not hit his man. Overthrows it right into Jesse Byers' hands. Brooklyn will come, and they'll fake the give to start this one, and that's a beautifully placed ball to Deacon Burgess right over the head of Roquan Smith. 3rd and goal from the 10. We're rolling out. We just got to take the sack. No one comes open. It's been a lot of just really... That one wasn't one of them, but there have been a lot of really dumb sacks to start this game. That one was actually like a legitimate sack. Defense with a chance for a quick 3-and-out forced here. And that's going to be a completion instead to Najee Harris. John Atkinson Much like Delonte Taylor, doesn't seem to know how to defend a curl route. Give to Najee Harris. He stiff arms past Jelani Graves and gets to midfield. Lamar all alone in the backfield on 3rd and 10. Curl route is caught once again. That's the only thing that the Ravens know how to throw in this game is a curl route. Just so you're aware. But Madden doesn't know how to defend these things, so it works. Give on the outside to Najee Harris. What just happened there? I had 2 people there and nobody touched him. What the hell is that? This game's so trash. Miles over the middle to Johnny Lovell. He'll pick up the first. Irving the fullback in on 1st and 10. And throwing late to Coleman. He goes and makes the catch. Past midfield, just 6 for 10 for 85 at this point in the game. Not how we usually play. Coming up on the 2-minute warning, we will get this run off first. Grimes will get the first down. 7 for 49 for him early. Been a very good start. Miles alone in the backfield here. Steinbeck has the catch. Felt the pressure coming in. We were able to get the pass off first, though. Man under 100 seconds left in the half. Oh gosh, that's a pick. That's a pick. That's my bad. That was all on me. Kyle Hamilton. He played that very aggressively. Typically, you don't have your safety 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage, but happened there. And nice job by Danny Goodrich to get his hand in there on 2nd down. 3rd and 2. A stop here could give us a chance to come back and retake the lead. It's screen, and dude, why is he breaking? He literally has no momentum. He has no momentum. Zero. Zilch nada. There should be no reason he's breaking a tackle there. None. You claim Madden 23 is a momentum-based game? Bullshit. Screen again. Najee Harris is going to break 6 tackles. Lamar taking a 1-on-1 shot, but Godfrey's all over it. Lamar by himself, 41 seconds remaining in the game. In the half, I should say. Has plenty of time here to check down underneath and catch and run yardage. We'll get a Baltimore first. Why do they have me come out in the 3-4 when they're kicking a field goal? Like, this your own game is stupid as hell. Like, they're attempting a field goal. The coach suggestion should be to defend the field goal. It's not difficult. 2nd for the give back to Grimes. He cuts upfield. Gains 7 in the first. Quick 3rd down and 5. The thing that makes the Ravens so tough is they run like a lot of man blitzes, and because man coverage is so broken in this game, it can be tough to beat them. Bulls spread out on 3rd and 1. You know what that means? We're probably What? No! We're running that shit again, and I better not see another bullshit play like that this time around. What was that? Holy hell. Derek Bowen just got treated like he was a child. He's a terrible run blocker. It has been all year. Steinbeck comes open on the outs. He's now getting into the end zone. He fights through the Marcus Williams tackle. What a play. Steinbeck. I almost called him Dane. But what a beautiful run after the catch play. Trucks through Marcus Williams. And now we're in position to tie this game up. Coming down from the 30. That's Sidney Watkins in the backfield. He didn't get blocked. Just went straight for the runner, and big loss on the play. 3rd and long. This is where you want the Ravens offense to be. They'll bring the receivers tied to the formation and throw another curl route. That's literally the only thing this offense knows how to do on 3rd down. Yet the defense won't defend it. Wide receiver screen. What's Sparrow doing there? What are you doing there, bud? You're just sitting there. You're not getting blocked. Look at this. Look at this. Not getting blocked. This guy right here. What's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing, you dumbass? Also, that's blocking way downfield. Not legal. Way before the pass gets there. Give to Najee Harris. Oh, we'll pass the first down. I'm starting to get annoyed, as I do every time I play this stupid team. Nice tackle there by Sidney Watkins. 13. Sidney Watkins gets the... Najee Harris, good stop in the backfield. Nice job by Kurt Banks. 3rd and goal from the 3. Holding him to a field goal would be huge. Lamar gets pressured by both Rakeem McKinney and Caleb Richardson, forced to throw it away. Justin Tucker out to retake the lead for Baltimore. They'll do just that. The lack of blocking in this game is so not frustrating in the slightest. Third quarter about to end. Grimes with the carry. Beautiful blocking. Good some pass midfield. 2nd down. 2 tight ends in the game. Quick throw to Bowman. And that'll be first down yardage. That was not even close to what I told to do on the sticks, but works out for us, I guess. From the 37. Quick out to Burgess. He holds on. Be another quick first down. Our entire offensive line has decided to flip Quincy Miles, the middle bird here, and not block. But Deacon Burgess gets open on the inside play on 3rd down. Thank goodness for him. 2nd goal from the 7. Underneath the Lovelock, he has room to score the touchdown. Brooklyn will take the lead in the 4th. Still plenty of time, obviously, but nice to finally get a lead. From the 25, Najee Harris gets the carry. Good blocking, he springs up for 13. Najee Harris with another give. That, like, how far I'm forced to go out with the edge is ridiculous. Like, you literally have to... You don't have to set the edge by sprinting out 5 yards. It's not realistic. Fix your shit, Madden. Goodness, this game's ridiculous, dude. See if we can actually get the blocking for this play to work. I doubt it, because our offensive line's been terrible this whole 2nd half, and they remain terrible here. I am becoming increasingly frustrated with the ineptitude of this offensive line to do anything. Deacon Burgess is a goat, though. He's got 99 speed! He's going to get to the corner, and nobody's going to catch 99 speed. Deacon Burgess on 3rd and 11 takes it to the house. He is unstoppable. You just can't keep up with this player. Ravens have been playing aggressive defense, and it comes and bites them on this play. Ravens changing up the play here on 1st down. Lamar rolling out. He's got Mark Andrews coming across the field. Quick gain of 12 to start this drive. And the give is to Harris on 3rd and 3. We're just getting owned on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball in the 2nd half, honestly. Both sides are getting owned by the Ravens. Najee Harris, give to the outside. John Atkinson is all over it. Can we get the first defensive stop of the 2nd half on either side of the ball? And we will! We get a sack. Caleb Richardson and Rakeem McKinney. 3rd and long with them both lining up on the same side of the field. That is dangerous. Richardson, the first one there. Rakeem McKinney makes sure Jackson cannot evade. we get a clutch stop. Conversion here could be the game. Deacon Burgess has it, and he stiff arms Marcus Williams to the 45-yard line. That might be this ball game. Preston Deacon Burgess is a dangerous game to play. Need one more conversion now. This would really be the game. And Lovelock's got it. He's got the first down. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be the game. Brooklyn will come out of here victorious. And there we are, a Brooklyn victory. Very close game. Kind of a tale of two halves, honestly. I felt like the offenses definitely picked it up in that second half for both sides. But ours, of course, picked it up even more. Not a ton of possessions in this game. Both teams were pretty committed to the run, so that kind of shortened this game up a bit. As Baltimore ran for 236 yards, our commitment to the run only resulted in 119 because we couldn't run block a single soul in that second half. I wonder what our yards per carry in the second half were. They were not good, I can tell you that for sure. But a game where, Quincy Miles ended up with 344 and 3. Like, I was trying to run the ball this game. And our guys still coming out here with 344 and 3. 19 for 86. He had like 7 yards per carry in the first half or something like that. So it went down to 4.5. Mid fours as well for Lovelock. And then Quincy Miles just had 3 knees at the end, really. Burgess, 7-192 and a touchdown. We got touchdowns for Lovelock and Steinbach as well. Coleman, we gave him more targets. He just wasn't hauling in. Trevor Hall allowed 2 sacks. They weren't like egregious or anything. Second half for Caleb Anderson, half for Rakeem McKinney. Good run stuffing day for City Watkins. Came up with a couple of highlight plays. Of course, the Jesse Byers pick early on as well. And didn't have a ton of plays in the secondary, but the Ravens didn't pass that much, so I can't really blame them. Trying to make David Cooper here a better pass protector. Man, pass protector just has terrible upgrades, dude. Which sucks because pass protecting is pretty important, especially for tackle. We'll get 3 throw accuracy deep there. That's nice. Gets him up to a base of 79, which you like to see. That's the thing we want him to work on the most right now. Go playmaker here for Deacon Burgess. Had a nice stiff arm late in this game. 5 vision, 2 short route, 2 spin move, a juke. Very nice. Stiff arm, I guess if we wanted to increase like stiff arm and stuff, we'd probably have to go physical rather than playmaker, as playmaker is more like the elusive back version of receiver, and physical is like the power back version of receiver. That improves us to 10-4. Of course, drops the Ravens to 8-6. They could still very easily be in the wild card race. But our standings are broken, so I'm going to have to check them manually here. Raiders will stay a game ahead of us. Look at all these 10-4 teams. Let's look at the AFC in particular, though. So yeah, it looks like the Chiefs at this point would overtake the Ravens, but that's still really close. AFC is a tough conference, man. Even though, at this point we're safely making the playoffs, what can you do in the playoffs? I think it's kind of a tough thing to predict just because there's so many good teams. I think we've proven this year that we could beat the Ravens. I've kind of found the formula. The games are still annoying, but I can beat them, I feel like now. Our run defense it still gives up big plays, right? But we're also making plays at least. Whereas in early in the franchise in the first couple of years, it was the Ravens had good runs every time they ran the ball. Now it's not quite that way. We're handing out some punches, almost as often as we're taking them from the Ravens. So, of course, still got to beat this Lions team here in simulation on their field. team that's been solid. They're definitely not like some easy team to beat. Here now, a few years into the future, a lot of their young guys are much more developed, of course. And this is a pretty solid team. They will get off to a 10-0 lead. We got on the board first late in that second quarter, but we end up with a couple of touchdown drives now taking the lead, send it to 7 points, and we stopped the Lions from scoring. But then what happened to us there? We couldn't get that score off. Okay, we will win in overtime. Like, we stopped the Lions from scoring. It looked like they should have, and then we went and it looked like we should have scored, man. We didn't. So in the end, though, a 30-24 victory. The Lions are running with some throwbacks. I like those. I know I've said I like a lot of jersey combinations, but I really like the Lions a lot, like that silver and blue. I think it looks really good. I definitely like these throwbacks as well, where it's just all blue. But didn't help them get the win. Oh my goodness, 450 passing yards for Miles. I'm not even the reason he's leading the league in yards. It's these simulated games. He had like 100 more yards than he had when I was using him. Goodness, dude, Steinbeck in simulation cannot be stopped. 15 for 191? Why couldn't I ever get Lewis Smart to perform like this in simulation, dude? He would have been like leading the league in catches and yards. What the heck? Honestly, I'm not upset that, Dan Steinbeck's getting all this production in simulation. Go. Oh, did I just see 1 of 3 field goals from Matthias? So he's the reason that we weren't scoring there? That's not good. If we lost, it probably would have been on him. Let's go agile here for Taylor Ramirez. Eventually, maybe we'll put some into, pass protector. Maybe even now, because he's 85 plus in all of his run block ratings. But that's because there's like this little glitch. I'll show it to you after. I don't know how to trigger it. I wish I knew how to trigger it, because I trigger it every time. But in the offensive coordinator tree, where he's getting +3 to both run block, power, and finesse. Yeah, I wish I knew how to trigger that glitch, because I would obviously do it every time. But it's more hit and miss for me. I feel like I can almost always do it in the beginning of franchises, but when I need to like hire a new coordinator, that's when it's hit and miss. Caleb Martin Richardson was really good in this episode. He was getting, pressures when I wasn't using him. Like both of his sacks, I wasn't using him in this last episode that we did. So that's really big. That's awesome news. That's how I know when somebody's really a good pass rushers, and I don't need to user them to get their production. Who got injured though? Sarko's good. Denard. So, oh no, we won't get mentor XP for corner for the last little bit of the season. I'm fine with that. We're now 11-4. Things are looking good for us. We'll see what happened to the Raiders, if maybe we now have. So the Raiders did lose. All right. So it looks like they have the tiebreaker over us right now. So they would need to go 1-1, and we'd need to go 2-0 or something like that for us to get the bye on this season. But the Ravens did not have a good episode. The Bengals and Browns are still looking like they will be playoff teams, so probably going to have at least 3, if not 4. If the Ravens go 2-0, who knows? Could have 3 or 4 teams from the division making the playoffs. All 4 teams this late into the year, still with winning records, is pretty nuts. That's all I have for this episode. We'll be back soon with the last episode for this regular season before we make our playoff debut as a franchise. That episode will be coming out soon, and I will see you then.